buying Bitcoin today is less than it's ever been. So it's less risky to buy Bitcoin at 65, 70,000 than it was to buy it at $5. You're taking less risk. And so you have the benefit of not being exposed to all that risk for all these years because the market is more established, it's deeper, there's more players, and the use case and everything is more developed. So the risk reward ratio has never been better. So you're making a risk off investment. It's not a risk on investment. It's a risk off investment. And number two is that you have no choice because the fiat money world and everything that's not Bitcoin is going to zero against Bitcoin. So if you're not in Bitcoin, whatever it is you're in is going to zero against Bitcoin. So if you buy Bitcoin today, in 5 years' time, your purchasing power against everything else, fiat money, gold, property, will be considerably better. So just look 5 years down the road. And do you want your purchasing power to be mathematically guaranteed to be higher? Or do you want your purchasing power to mathematically be lower, as it would be the case with fiat money and anything else that's not Bitcoin?
So there you have it from Max Kaiser, and he's basically telling you any other hustle, any other business, anything you're doing that you're making fiat dollars in, it's not going to outpace Bitcoin over a given time frame. Short term, okay, sure. Some businesses might outpace Bitcoin. But when you're looking out year over year and the sweat equity you have to put into that business, it's something to definitely know and pay attention to. Why would you own real estate when you got to deal with repairs, deal with tenants, deal with property taxes, and deal with the things that come with it? When you can literally bypass all that, make more investing into Bitcoin. And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks, and each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
And to piggyback on that, if you guys want some free stuff, check out our 15 free stocks. Check out our link below right here, 15 free stocks, each value up to $2,000. If you want some alpha on that, join the Bitcoin Bros Club. Link is below. Bitcoin, the current time is recording, is coming in at 104.77. There's a lot of euphoria in the market. The market seems like it's getting ready to rip with anticipation of Donald Trump's inauguration early next week. And as you see what happened, Bitcoin came up, topped out back to 108 back in December of last year, and then came up, hit our head here. And as you see, this purple line has acted as resistance, not once, not twice, not three times. But then look what happened. We blasted through it. So one thing to pay attention to, we told you on the last video we could be getting that pullback, and we did get a pullback. It just didn't take as long. As you see, these blue lines was from the last video. We did get this pullback right here to the top of this green box, and then had the continuation to the upside and broke through that purple line. Now the bigger question is, are we going to get a continuation or a retracement? Because typically, sometimes what happens when you have resistance, you could see a situation where when you break through that resistance, you come back and retest it. So could we come back down to the 102, 103 range before we see a continuation to the upside? Either way, markets are about to rip. Satoshi Flipper is calling out right here. He said this before this recent rally, right below, right at 100K. 125 is on the way from this upwards channel. Are you prepared? And then there's a lot of bullishness surrounding states. At the state level, states are getting ready to introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve. Massachusetts is the latest that just introduced a bill. There's tons of states that are doing this. I believe the count is almost up to 30. It's spreading like wildfire. And as you see here, Cynthia Loomis, Wyoming legislation is going to allow use of a permanent funds to buy Bitcoin. So all this bullishness is coming. There's more bullishness coming with the first day Trump order, a federal stockpile of Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency industry has pushed presidential-elect Donald Trump to establish one, creating a real political momentum behind the plan. So Once again, this doesn't happen on day one. People might get, Trump didn't do it. We might get a little bit of a sell-off. But zoom out and look at the bigger picture. We have a lot more upside to go, and this fun is just starting. Take a look at MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is right below $400 and has broken out of previous resistance and flipped this resistance to support. We actually had this back test as we called for that pullback, almost to the top of this green box. It didn't quite get that low, but came back and flipped this resistance to support. This downwards resistance has been in place really since the 550 peak. We came and hit our head once, fake out here, broke out, back test, and look what's happening. The next level to pay attention to is around the 440 range. Once we get past that, it's going to be clear skies to new all-time highs. Definitely bullishness for MicroStrategy as well. And look what happened back in early 2024. Right here, we seen from around the same time frame, January to February, we started to take off and rally to the upside. Massive gains and massive runs to the upside. Are we mirroring what's happening right now? Could we see this rally, retrace, and then a continuation to the upside? It looks like that's what's occurring. And Kathy Wood saying, even after breaking through 100,000, we are still in the early innings. Are you one of the ones that have bought below 100K? Are you still sitting on the sideline? Do you not have any exposure? I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you have some type of exposure to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but keep stacking because this is still early on. Remember, Bitcoin is going to millions of dollars. We just eclipsed 100K. Current time this recording sitting at 105.1K. This is just the beginning. Kathy Wood even stated it.
It's been a great journey since August 10th of 2020. MicroStrategy has bought about $8.3 billion worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 44% a year on average since then. The S&P is up 12%. And since we levered it, we're up 825%. The number one performing stock in the S&P is NVIDIA, up 821% as of Friday. So we beat every single company in the S&P index using Bitcoin strategy.
With that, that's all I have for you today. This is Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. The market is heating up, so make sure if you're not prepared for what's coming to get in the game, start the dollar cost average. If you can leverage, any assets, HELOC loans, anything you can do, make sure that you are prepared, because if this strategic Bitcoin reserve passes 100,000, it's just going to be a blip on the radar. If you guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. And with that, that's all I have for you, and I'm out.